This your boy E.Wilson. JTC is on the move right outside of E.Wilson, Trinity High School. What's going on in your world today? Listen, this came out the school. If you look at my post, we talked about GPS for life. What is a GPS system? It's a navigation system. It takes you from point A to point B. We had the students put in, their GPS. They wanted to go to Six Flags down in Arlington. So he had to put it in the GPS and it told him, come out to school, make a left, get on this row industrial, make another left, get on 183 east, take that to 360 south, make a right, get to the left, hump so many feet, go on down, blah, 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 all the way to Six Flags. So with that being said, we talked about having a navigational system for life, GPS. So the first thing with the GPS, it's hard to go someplace unless you know where you're at. So it has on your GPS a location where you at right now, because where you at is going to determine how you're going to get to your next destination. So with that being said, I was thinking, and it talks about, it was talking about getting to your destination being success. Success is a whole bunch of different levels. It has way more to do with just money. So if you use the GPS and you follow it, and you get to your destination, that's a form of success. You met your goal, something that you was aiming for, purpose for. So it says right here, it says success is the accomplishment of an aim or purpose. I'm trying to get to Six Flags. So it took me through the navigational system, gave me the directions to get there. I was successful in getting to Six Flags. So we was talking about success for life. And one of the things that stuck out, it was saying, what makes you happy? Where do you get the most satisfaction? And it's unfortunate that a lot of times success is equated with money, and when people who have a lot of money fall short or go through a divorce or commit suicide, whatever, I think that we forget that money in itself does not make you happy. It is a great tool. We all need it. But money in itself is just a tool. Imagine picking up a wrench. You're trying to take something off with a wrench. The wrench don't make you happy. It's just helping you to accomplish a goal, something you're aiming at. So it's the same thing with money. So the deeper thing here was, what makes you happy? Where do you get the most satisfaction out of life? What do you do that at the end of the day, and I'm talking about something positive, because the rule with this is that it has to be something that's an asset to lift people up. If your success is tearing people down, that's not success at all. And people who do that are usually miserable. So the question again was, what makes you happy? If tearing people down makes you happy, then there's something wrong with that. There's a dysfunction there. So we're talking about what makes you happy. Where do you get the most fulfillment? And so I just threw out 6 things as I thought on this lesson that I'm aiming for in my life. A few of the things I'm aiming for to be successful at, to accomplish a goal. And one of the things is letting people know that I care, letting people know that JTC cares, that when we're on the move, one of the biggest things I know, I don't care if I'm talking at the school, talking in the prison, talking at my job, talking with my family, I think it's critical for people to know that you care. In a world that can be so cold at times, I think it's refreshing, and sometimes you have to break through some barriers because people have been hurt or violated for so long that sometimes when care shows up, they really don't know how to define it, and they don't know if to trust it. So that's one of my big things I aim for in life, is let people know I care. I'm not perfect, I don't know everything, but I do care about you winning in life. The second thing is, I try to aim to let people know they have the abilities to make their life a better one. You have the abilities. Winston Churchill said success is not final. Why? Because no matter what level of life you reach, there's always room to reach higher. Education, finance-wise, in your family, with your wife, your husband, your kids, the dog, the cat. It's always room to reach higher. But he also said failure is not fatal. Which means that we have all failed at something. I hear a lot of times we fail our way to success. So your life is not over. So what am I doing? I'm just putting some different seeds in your mind that if you think that way, it will cause you to realize that, hold up, I'm still alive. Today, I think this is September 24th. I've never seen this day before in 2019. The first time I've ever seen it, and it's the last time I'll ever see it. And guess what? It's the same for you. So the fact that you're still here is a key that you can make it during this time in your life. So I like the people to know that, listen, whatever you're facing, I have to use it for myself. I use my own life for certain things that I've had to overcome to say, man, I made it. It didn't look good, but I made it. Who I was around was key. Who was in my ear was key. It's like having insurance. You don't know how good your insurance is until you have to use it. So whoever's in your ear, that's what's going to come out when you come across certain situations. So you have to ask yourself, why do I respond to certain situations the way I do? Well, it's because of what's going in your ear and what's going in your head and what's going in your mind and what's going in your heart, which will cause you to react a certain way. So I love it to see people win and create more out of nothing, if you want to say it. And then the other thing is that I always try to aim for people to give back. Listen, you can't take it all with you. I just talked about it. You got people with millions of dollars still divorcing, committing suicide. Somebody say, well, I can't understand how somebody who made it to the NFL or the NBA, or they got big businesses all over the world and they kill themselves. That is ridiculous. No, it's not, because I just told you that stuff in itself. What is a house if it's not a home? What is money if you don't have nobody to share it with or nobody to pass it on down to? What is you can have all the money in the world. If you got to go on vacation by yourself because you can't trust nobody, what kind of life is that? So we teach people, one of the things that I know that brings fulfillment is when people give back. So again, what makes you happy? You know, this is for your tailor-made life. You may not do what I do, but what do you do? How can you give back in a way that you'll find joy from giving back? You might not do it like me. This works for me. But whatever you do, that's one of my aims for people to do so that they can maximize their life, so they can enjoy their life. So listen, this is a great, great lesson. I just want to drop it right there. There was so much in this, but GPS for life. You got to know where you're at right now. And then what are you aiming at? Short-term goals. You know, you are already successful. Why? You woke up this morning. Boom. A lot of us missed that. We just got up and went on with our day. You woke up this morning. Listen, you're at work. You're in school. You know, you're in fifth period or halfway done with your day. You've made it to this point. That's certain levels of success. So when you start looking at your life like that and stop looking at what didn't go right and where you messed up and start looking at what you've done right and where you've made it to, I'm telling you, it'll give you more energy. It'll give you more hope. I just said you have the ability to create your own life, and I'm telling you, your life will be much more fulfilled. So when somebody asks you how you do, so I'm doing great. That doesn't mean that everything's going great. It's all about what you're looking at, because your GPS is set for something high. So listen, this is your boy E.Wilson right here, right outside U.S. Trinity High School. We had a great time with the students, and listen, we appreciate all the JTC supporters, those who support this mission to help us to continue to aim to go around the world and let people know that we care, that your life can be better, and that you need to give back. This is a few of my goals. Listen, again, E.Wilson right here. JTC is on the move, reminding you, if you're going to have a conversation, even in U.S. Texas, make it a good one. I'm out.